The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
First down, and they go back to Harris.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
The Patriots 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Off the play fake, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense for the Pats, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver, that's Tim Patrick. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Hey, zero.
Play action. Now Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
The kick by McManus is good, and the Broncos the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. This is Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. A give to Williams, running right. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Got a man. It's Judy complete. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Jones. Throw finding Thornton over the middle. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Throwing Jones. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okuegbunam.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Swings this out here for Cohen.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Over the middle, complete. It's Cohen. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw,
he's got a man, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Broncos.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. Up incomplete. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson to throw. His throw incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
36 power. Good.
On third down, Wilson. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. The Broncos send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
This one to Bourne out on the left side. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 25 on second down, Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They go play action now. Wilson. Caught on the slant. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So that, Charles, a big decision there on 4th and goal, and it works out.
And that is an example of a coach who's confident in his team. He didn't look at it as a gamble at all. He looked at it as belief. Great starting field position. Let's go ahead and deliver. And they do.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off play action. Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Williams. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Fourth down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
At the Patriots' 21-yard line.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Jones. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Back to the same target, Campbell. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I've become a firm believer over the years that many drops happen before the ball's even snapped. When you call wide receiver screen, as we saw there, I know these guys really well. They're thinking about that play going to the end zone, and sometimes they forget to catch the football first.
It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So this